Hello and welcome back to the Looking Stylish YouTube channel. One of the things I get asked about all the time is colour, so I thought I would today revisit colour a little bit for you. Now, people are quite good usually at putting two colours together, but when it comes to doing 3 or even 4, that's when it gets a little bit more tricky. So I thought I would give you some ideas and examples of how to put colour together, and also using your colouring, your dominant colouring, and how for your particular dominant is a great way to put colours together. So let's get into the video. And just to give you an example of an outfit which I wore last year, these bright blue trousers, and I did a little bit of colour clashing because I put this yellow top with them. Now, if I put that scarf on there, it kind of pulls the outfit together, and perhaps I would have red shoes or yellow shoes with that. And this is quite a bold example, but I'm just wanted to give you some ideas so that you can really sort of think outside the box with mixing colour together. Now, I can completely change that look by adding in a different colour with it. I've still got that strong colour together, but it's not quite so clashing. And then if I went back to the yellow top, get rid of that scarf, and mixed in this much softer, so you can see it, I know those guys so windy here today. Yeah, so if you mixed in this much softer scarf with it, it immediately gives it a slightly different look. And if I were to put with those trousers a neutral coloured top that I've got in that scarf, that's another way of mixing up colours. So scarves are really good for this. If you pick a scarf and it's got multiple colours in it, and you can see that you could put those colours together. So in this one, for example, I've got a blue, I've got some camel, we've got some sort of soft white in there, and the main colour of it is taupe. So mixing all those colours together would give us a lovely soft blended outfit that would look great on a soft person. But for somebody who's bright and needs a lot of contrast, that first combination that I showed you would work really well. So let's just talk through what each dominant needs. So the first thing to think about when you're putting colours together is, what is it about your dominant characteristic that makes it dominant, if that makes sense. So if you're a light person, that means that you've got very blonde hair, pale skin, you've got almost a delicate look, you might have your eyelashes dyed, you might have your brows penciled in, so everything is really light. So ideally the colours that you wear are light as well. Now that doesn't mean that they can't have some punch in them. You could be wearing red, and for a light person, red looks fantastic, and a true red, not something that's too muted. So actually they can have a little bit of power in those colours, but it's a case of keeping everything as light as possible so that it doesn't fight with your natural colouring. So for a light person, I've got some props here today. Something like this scarf, which has got a mix of this soft sort of buttercup yellow, and there's a little bit of sort of coral in there, and red and pink. And so you could take this scarf and mix it with those colours. So for the deep person, it's really the complete opposite. You want everything to be stronger, darker colours. Now the deep person can wear 2 dark colours together, or they could mix a dark and a brighter colour. So I've pulled out a scarf here which would be great for a deep person, because we've got this dark pine green and it's mixed with this bright sort of watermelon red here. So that's a dark and a bright together. Now alternatively it could be a dark and a dark, so the dark navy mixed with the pine. And in actual fact you could mix all 3 of those together, because the strands that are in this flower They're probably black, but if you put it next to navy, they could look like navy. So it's thinking about some ideas of different things that you could put together. And again, with this scarf, the other end of it is much lighter and much softer. So this would be quite a good way to add some softness to a deep outfit. If you wanted to lighten it up a little bit, you could have that part of the scarf showing more. So when you're putting scarves on, look at the patterns and how they sit and how you can mix those to work for you as well. Now for our warm person, they look good in lovely golden colours or earthy colours. So the scarf that I'm wearing would work really well on a warm person. I can wear this because I've got a warm skin tone, but these sort of greens and oranges look fantastic together. The warm person could also wear this scarf because it's got yellow, it's got red, it's got a little touch of pink in there, which isn't actually warm, but it works mixed in that combination. And then finally there's this one as well, which has the bright green, and it's got some sort of yellow, almost into a camel colour there. This one would be much better for somebody who's warm and bright, because it is a bright scarf, but for a warm and soft person, then the one I'm wearing would look really great. Our cool person looks really good in blues and pinks, and when you start mixing them together, that looks fantastic on her. Now she can go for quite a bright fuchsia-y pink, and as with this one, mixed with a sort of cobalt blue and a tiny touch of sky blue in there as well. And again, the other end of the scarf is that little bit softer. So if you're cool and soft, you could have that part of the scarf showing more. If you're cool and bright, you could have that part of the scarf showing more. And again, as you can see, this one's not great on me, but it works really well with the navy as well. So for the cool person, look for a bit of contrast, look for those beautiful bright pinks and blues. Don't be scared to mix them together, and a great neutral for you to mix those with is navy. And then for our bright person, we've seen a few bright options already, but this one is kind of all the colours of the rainbow. Fantastic for a bright person. Now, if you were putting an outfit together with this, what I would suggest is that you pick out a couple of the colours, and you might go, say, for this emerald sort of turquoise colour and coral, because coral is really big this year. So if you were to mix those two together and perhaps even put them with black, then the scarf, let's say the trousers were in the emerald turquoise, your top was in the coral, you put some black accessories with it, and you might even decide to go with shoes in the turquoise or shoes in the coral, sorry. But again, you know, you've got different colours here, so it's quite versatile. We could even have something of a fuchsia pink, we've got a turquoise, we've got lime green, so there's lots of options in there. So I wouldn't perhaps put together an outfit that's more than 2 or 3 of those colours. Pick out a couple that you really like, have one for your top, one for your bottom half, and then accessorise in one of the colours and pull it all together with the scarf. And then finally for our soft person, which I've got the scarf here, I've talked about this a little bit, but for a soft person, they don't want too much contrast in their look. So something like this that's got those beautiful blended colours in it would work really well. And again, what I would say is you could use the taupe and the sort of soft white or cream in there, and then mix it with camel, and that beautiful blend is exactly what the soft person needs. And this season as well, spring summer 19, that sort of blend of camels, browns, taupes is really, really popular. So the soft person is going to be able to find plenty of things to wear. Now, I just wanted to give you a few more ideas with outfits and how that works. So I've shown you the bright option, and I wanted to show you these navy trousers or navy culottes, which I had last year. and an absolute favourite of mine, this blouse. So I've mixed them with the navy, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to take this with me to Dallas this year because I like it so much. But what I'll do is mix it with a cream trouser, and then I have some shoes in the coral colour that I'll pick out, and I also have a bag in coral. So this time, instead of using a scarf to pull all the colours together, I'm using a blouse. And then another outfit idea or another colour combination idea is with the red mixed with the cream, and then picking it up with that scarf that has got the red in it as well. And then again with the red top, we could mix it with that pine green. This is something which I have done in the winter. So I've got the red top with the scarf, and I've got a pair of shoes in that very deep pine green. So that makes a lovely outfit. And I'd perhaps keep the trousers red as well, or even go for the pine green in the trousers. And then with the bright trousers, now I've worn these, my secondary characteristic is warm, so I've got a warm skin tone. So I've worn these with the yellow, but look what happens when you mix it with the cool scarf. So the cool person could wear this as well and pull these trousers into their wardrobe. And this is quite a good way as well of finding colours. If there's colours that you really love and you want to include in your wardrobe, but they're not necessarily in your palette. If you watched my webinar recently, you'll know that I get quite cross about saying you must wear this or you must wear that. I don't believe in that at all. I believe you should wear colours that make you feel good, that make you look good as well, but I think your personality comes into it as well. I will link the webinar below this if you would like to watch that, because I do go into quite a bit more detail about how there's a missing P in colour analysis. You've probably guessed what it is, but watch the webinar and I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and it'll give you a few more ideas. But so yeah, so bringing in these different colours which aren't necessarily in your palette, but it means that you can pull them in. So if our soft person really fell in love with those trousers and put, say, a neutral taupe top on with them and the scarf, again, they can pull that colour in. It's not right up next to their face, so they can put colours that are really good for them close to the face. And again, we've mixed the yellow top with the yellow and red scarf, but this scarf has a little bit of yellow in it as well. So if our bright person wanted to bring this scarf and some yellow into their wardrobe, then again, that's another good way of doing it. So just to recap a little bit on mixing colours for your dominant colour characteristic. If you're light, remember to keep those colours light and quite delicate, but you can wear reds, you can wear brighter blues, but make sure that they're on the lighter end of the scale. For a deep person, you want to have that rich, strong look. You can wear black, but black is a bit boring on its own. Navy is a bit boring on its own for a deep person. What works really well for them is to add in some rich, strong colours with the black. So as I showed you with the deep pine green. And then for the warm person, you want to keep the overall look golden and earthy. So look for those sort of greens, moss green, olive green, mix them with yellows, mix them with coppers, with oranges. So keeping everything sort of beautifully golden and earthy. Then for the cool person, they're the people who want an icy look. So imagine if you've got silver grey hair and you mix it with a fuchsia pink, looks stunning. So for the cool person, the blues and the pinks, and they can be quite strong and vibrant, and having a little bit of contrast works well for the cool person as well. And then for the bright person, they are the people who look really good with bright contrasting colours, because typically they'll have dark hair but a light skin tone and bright eyes. So because they have a lot of contrast going on in their look, they look good wearing contrast. So they can wear black and pure white. But again, they look better if they wear black with one of their lovely vibrant colours. And then finally, for the soft person, you want to keep it to little contrast. So think about that sort of beautiful blended look. And this was once described to me as Armani colours, and I think that sums it up perfectly. Armani uses those beautiful muted colours when he creates outfits, and that's what looks great on the soft person. It's also a really expensive look as well. So I hope that's been useful for you. I'm going to be doing some more colour videos because I know it's something that you're really interested in. But I'd also like to know what else you'd like to see. Would you be interested in me starting to do some vlogs where I take you out shopping and I look at things in the stores and talk to you about them? What else do you want to see? Definitely some more style videos coming. We'll have some more trends videos coming. So do leave me a comment in the comments section if there's something that you would really like to see me record for you. If it's your first time here, please do hit the subscribe button, and if you click on the little bell, then you'll get a notification when I upload a new video. At the moment they're once a week. I may increase that in the future, I'm not sure yet. And thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, as always, please do give it a thumbs up. That helps me to know what you like to see. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.